You know, the world of English is a fun and exciting place to be. I'm so glad you could join me for another lesson. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope so. In our lesson today, we will take a look at the system that is designed to make learning English easier, or so we are told. In this lesson, we will talk about phonetics. I have something in my hand. Do you want to see it? It's my big dictionary! There can be no doubt about the popularity of English these days, and because of this, many people are taking up the challenge of learning and teaching the language. Over the years, there have been many new ways of overcoming this task. One popular method is to group all of the English sounds into easy-to-read symbols. We call this system the International Phonetic Alphabet, or IPA for short. The idea behind this is to make words much easier to pronounce, and therefore improve the learner's level of English much quicker.
Why do we need phonetics?
The reason why we need a phonetic code is because some English letters have more than one sound, and because some letters, when joined together in a word, actually create a new sound of their own. Also, there is the silent letter that can appear within a word, but we will leave that one for another lesson. As you may already know, the English alphabet is split into two groups of letters. They are consonants and vowels. We also use these two groups of sounds to build up the phonetic code. So let's take a look at the first group, consonants. G as in get, K as in lock, V as in this, Y as in yes, Ch as in chip, Ng as in ring, Sh as in she, J as in jar, Th as in thin, J as in decision, A as in cat, E as in bed, as in father, I as in sit, E as in cozy, as in hot, U as in run, U as in put, R as in arm, air as in chair, as in her, E as in see, O as in saw, U as in to, I as in my, ow as in how, A as in day, O as in no, ear as in near, Oi, as in boy. Or, as in poor. Ire, as in fire. Hour, as in sour.
Are the phonetic sounds useful?
Some people do not like the phonetic alphabet and believe that it actually makes learning English more complicated and harder to grasp, while others think that the code helps to speed up the process of learning English, especially for those using it as a second language. Many students find that having to keep referring to the code takes the fun out of English, and it eventually becomes boring and turns into a chore. The other problem with phonetics is that it does not take into account the different accents and dialects of all the regions that use English. A good example of this is the varying use of the letter A in words such as bath, path, and draft. These words are spoken differently depending on the local accent and the way in which the words were taught to be pronounced in the first place. Generally speaking, the phonetic alphabet is a great way to learn the various sounds that exist within English. But my advice is not to rely on it too much. Try to get used to remembering the formulation of letters and how they vary from word to word. Finally, beware of how much you rely on phonetics, as it can slow down your improvement, or at the very worst, make the subject of English become boring and dull. Before I finish my lesson today, I would like to say a special hello to my new friends watching in Argentina, Brazil, China, Italy, Japan, Malaysia, Mexico, Pakistan, Poland, Spain, and the United Kingdom. This is Mr. Duncan in England saying thank you for joining me today, and I will see you all again very soon.
Ta-ta for now!